Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A power tool for drilling rocks. The act of pounding, delivering repeated heavy blows. The sudden hammer of fists caught him off guard. The ossicle attached to the eardrum. A light drumstick with a rounded head that is used to strike such percussion instruments as chimes, kettle drums, marimbas, glockenspiels, etc. The part of a gunlock that strikes the percussion cap when the trigger is pulled. Create by hammering. Hammer the silver into a bowl. A hand tool with a heavy rigid head and a handle, used to deliver an impulsive force by striking. A heavy metal sphere attached to a flexible wire, used in the hammer throw. A striker that is covered in felt and that causes the piano strings to vibrate. Beat with or as if with a hammer. Hammer the metal flat. A power tool for drilling rocks. The act of pounding, delivering repeated heavy blows. Move heavily or clumsily. Partition off into compartments. The locks pound the water of the canal. Hit hard with the hand, fist, or some heavy instrument. The salesman pounded the door knocker. The basic unit of money in Cyprus, equal to 100 cents. Move rhythmically. A symbol for a unit of currency, especially for the pound sterling in Great Britain. The act of pounding, delivering repeated heavy blows. The pounding of feet on the hallway. A public enclosure for stray or unlicensed dogs. Unlicensed dogs will be taken to the pound. The basic unit of money in Syria, equal to 100 piastres. A non-technical unit of force equal to the mass of 1 pound with an acceleration of free fall equal to 32 feet, sec. The basic unit of money in Great Britain and Northern Ireland, equal to 100 pence. Formerly the basic unit of money in Ireland, equal to 100 pence. 16 ounces avoirdupois. He got a hernia when he tried to lift 100 pounds. The basic unit of money in Lebanon, equal to 100 piastres. The basic unit of money in the Sudan, equal to 100 piastres. Shut up or confine in any enclosure or within any bounds or limits. The prisoners are safely pounded. Place or shut up in a pound. Pound the cows so they don't stray. The basic unit of money in Egypt, equal to 100 piastres. Strike or drive against with a heavy impact. Pound on the door. United States writer who lived in Europe. Strongly influenced the development of modern literature, 1885 to 1972. A unit of apothecary weight equal to 12 ounces troy. Break down and crush by beating, as with a pestle. Pound the roots with a heavy flat stone. The act of pounding, delivering repeated heavy blows. The pounding of feet on the hallway. Repeated heavy blows. An instance of rapid strong pulsation, of the heart. The ossicle attached to the eardrum. A tool resembling a hammer but with a large head, usually wooden, used to drive wedges or ram down paving stones or for crushing or beating or flattening or smoothing. A light drumstick with a rounded head that is used to strike such percussion instruments as chimes, kettle drums, marimbas, glockenspiels, etc. A sports implement with a long handle and a head like a hammer, used in sports, polo or croquet, to hit a ball. Faucet consisting of a rotating device for regulating flow of a liquid. The part of a gunlock that strikes the percussion cap when the trigger is pulled. Adult male chicken. To walk with a lofty, proud gait, often in an attempt to impress others. Obscene terms for penis. Adult male bird. Set the trigger of a firearm back for firing. Tilt or slant to one side. Cock one's head. Make something, usually for a specific function. Come up with an idea, plan, explanation, theory, or principle, after a mental effort. Make a copy of with the intent to deceive. She forged a green card. A workplace where metal is worked by heating and hammering. Make out of components, often in an improvising manner. Move or act with a sudden increase in speed or energy. Create by hammering. Forge a pair of tongues. Furnace consisting of a special hearth where metal is heated before shaping. Move ahead steadily. He forged ahead. A tool driven by a motor. Make a mess of, destroy or ruin. Be in motion due to some air or water current. The leaves were blowing in the wind. An impact, as from a collision. A strong current of air. Spend thoughtlessly. Throw away. Provide sexual gratification through oral stimulation. An unfortunate happening that hinders or impedes, something that is thwarting or frustrating. Melt, break, or become otherwise unusable. An unpleasant or disappointing surprise. Show off. Leave. Informal or rude. Let's blow this place. Street names for cocaine. Be inadequate or objectionable. This blows. Forceful exhalation through the nose or mouth. He gave his nose a loud blow. Allow to regain its breath. Blow a horse. A powerful stroke with the fist or a weapon. A blow on the head. Be blowing or storming. Burst suddenly. Cause air to go in, on, or through. Cause to be revealed and jeopardized. The double agent was blown by the other side. Cause to move by means of an air current. Exhale hard. Blow on the soup to cool it down. Free of obstruction by blowing air through. Blow one's nose. Lay eggs. Certain insects are said to blow. Make a sound as if blown. Play or sound a wind instrument. Shape by blowing. Sound by having air expelled through a tube. Spend lavishly or wastefully on. Spout moist air from the blowhole. Ossicles of the middle ear that transmit acoustic vibrations from the eardrum to the inner ear. A stick used for playing a drum. The lower joint of the leg of a fowl. Someone who hits. A fine striker of the ball. A forward on a soccer team. An employee on strike against an employer. Someone receiving intensive training for a naval technical rating. The part of a mechanical device that strikes something. A regular route for a sentry or policeman. In the old days, a policeman walked a beat and knew all his people by name. Come out better in a competition, race, or conflict. Agassi beat Becker in the tennis championship. Make a rhythmic sound. The drums beat all night. Avoid paying. Beat the subway fare. Move rhythmically. Her heart was beating fast. Be a mystery or bewildering to. This beats me. Wear out completely. I'm beat. Make a sound like a clock or a timer. The grandfather clock beat midnight. The rhythmic contraction and expansion of the arteries with each beat of the heart. He could feel the beat of her heart. Move with a flapping motion. The basic rhythmic unit in a piece of music. The conductor set the beat. Very tired. So beat I could flop down and go to sleep anywhere. Move with or as if with a regular alternating motion. A member of the beat generation. A nonconformist in dress and behavior. Prosody. The accent in a metrical foot of verse. Give a beating to. Subject to a beating, either as a punishment or as an act of aggression. Thugs beat him up when he walked down the street late at night. Move with a thrashing motion. The eagle beat its wings and soared high into the sky. Beat through cleverness and wit. I beat the traffic. Stir vigorously. Beat the egg whites. A regular rate of repetition. The cocks raised the beat. A single pulsation of an oscillation produced by adding two waves of different frequencies has a frequency equal to the difference between the two oscillations. A stroke or blow. The signal was 2 beats on the steam pipe. Be superior. Reading beats watching television. Glare or strike with great intensity. The sun was beating down on us. Hit repeatedly. Beat on the door. Indicate by beating, as with the fingers or drumsticks. Make by pounding or trampling. Beat a path through the forest. Produce a rhythm by striking repeatedly. Beat the drum. Sail with much tacking or with difficulty. The boat beat in the strong wind. Shape by beating. Beat swords into plowshares. Strike. A part of one's own body, repeatedly, as in great emotion or in accompaniment to music. Beat one's breast. Strike, water or bushes, repeatedly to rouse animals for hunting. The act of beating to windward, sailing as close as possible to the direction from which the wind is blowing. The sound of stroke or blow. He heard the beat of a drum. A tool used with workers' hands. Equipment needed to participate in a particular sport. A hammer driven by electric motor. A hammer driven by compressed air. A hammer driven by compressed air. A hammer driven by compressed air. A massive power hammer, raised by a cam until released to fall under gravity. Especially of metamorphic rock, having thin leaf-like layers or strata. Ornamented with foliage or foils. Foliate tracery. Number the pages of a book or manuscript. Coat or back with metal foil. Foliate glass. Decorate with leaves. Grow leaves. The tree foliated in spring. Hammer into thin flat foils. Foliate metal. Often used as a combining form, having or resembling a leaf or having a specified kind or number of leaves. Foliate is combined with the prefix tri to form the word trifoliate. Forge with a drop forge. Medicine. A small hammer with a rubber head used in percussive examinations of the chest and in testing reflexes. Medicine. A small hammer with a rubber head used in percussive examinations of the chest and in testing reflexes. Be suspended over or hang over. This huge rock beetles over the edge of the town. A tool resembling a hammer but with a large head, usually wooden, used to drive wedges or ram down paving stones or for crushing or beating or flattening or smoothing. Jutting or overhanging. Beetle brows. Beat with a beetle. Fly or go in a manner resembling a beetle. He beetled up the staircase. Insect having biting mouthparts and front wings modified to form horny covers overlying the membranous rear wings. A hammer used in laying bricks. A hammer with a cleft at one end for pulling nails. A hammer with a cleft at one end for pulling nails. A hammer with a cleft at one end for pulling nails.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.